And I gotta ask you, the
Right.
media, the way the media has kind of reported on him,
Yeah.
and sometimes does not report on him at all.
Right.
Like as a supporter, it really bothers me. Frankly, as an Asian American, it bothers me.
Mhm.
And I'm curious, like, how do you handle that when you see these cases where they're either getting stuff like plainly wrong or just like excluding him or not mentioning him or calling him the wrong name?
Yes. It's pretty unbelievable. And like him, I was like, "Oh, this must just be, poor journalism or poor reporting,"
Right.
full of mistakes.
Sloppy. Yeah.
Right. And, I don't know, and then now you kinda have to think twice about it, in terms of, well, do they have an agenda? Is
Mhm.
there another agenda that they're serving? And that's unfortunate because, the purpose of, media, I think, is to enable our democracy, enable it to work better, and that means putting out accurate information. And Andrew he's building coalition. He has a following. I mean, he's in most polls fifth and rising. He's one of, I think, maybe the only candidate that's showing such strong growth and steady growth.
Mhm.
And this is a story that deserves to be out there. People deserve to know, what is making all of these people support this, you know, this man, Andrew Yang. Where did he come from? What are his ideas? And why is what he's saying resonating with so many Americans? That is really, I think, one of the most important stories of this entire cycle. And I agree with you completely that it's not getting out there as it should. But thankfully, with people like you and other people in the Yang Gang and the internet, he's still getting his message out there, and he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I think it's so incredible that he's made so much progress despite the kind of disproportionate absence of media coverage. Like when I first learned about him and then started seeing him get traction, I was like, oh, it's going to be only a few weeks before 60 Minutes tells this amazing story about this guy that came out of nowhere
Hmm.
that's promoting like this freedom dividend and is like creating crowds of thousands of people
Yeah,
and outlasting like all these quote unquote professional politicians.
right.
And I haven't really seen that kind of coverage. It's almost like, well, yeah, and then Andrew Yang, if that sometimes.
Right.
So, but maybe there's going to be a tipping point. I certainly thought when he raised 16 and a half, which is, as a lot of people know, more than Biden did in the third quarter,
Mm.
like that's a pretty big deal for this dude out of nowhere to raise 16.5 million from
Yeah.
400,000 donors. I mean, that's nuts. I should also say before we wrap up, Evelyn, that a lot of us in the Yang Gang, we do what we can to help with the cause. It is not anything like what I imagine your family is doing to really partner with Andrew and support him through this movement. And I know that there's sacrifices that I'm sure in terms of time and resources that you guys are making. And I just want to say on behalf of the Yang Gang, we really appreciate it. And it means a ton. And even like I was just talking to my two sons and I was saying to them the other day, I was like, guys, like this guy may be the first Asian American president.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, so of course, like he's Andrew Yang. They have no idea what a huge historic campaign this is. And so I just wanted to say, like, thank you for helping make history already. And, best of luck. And we're rooting for you and fighting with you guys step by step all the way to the White House.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Tom. Thank you. And thank you, everyone in the Yang Gang. We are here because of you guys. This is how we're still here. This is how Andrew keeps going. You guys fuel him. You guys keep him going. And literally, we would not be here without you. So you make all our sacrifices as a family worthwhile. So thank you for continuing to fight with us.
I cannot wait till we get the first birthday party invitation for the kids. And then maybe Andrew can flip a few thousand burgers for the crowd.
He would do it joyously.
All right. Evelyn, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been a real treat. It's been great to get to know you and also to get to know Andrew through you a little better. And we hope to have you on real soon.
Absolutely. Anytime, Tom. Thank you so much.
Goodbye, nerds.
Goodbye, nerds.